Trump's fascism is the lead story every day. His cozying up to dictators, his obsession with Hitler that has now come out, what he has said about our veterans, and what he wants to do with the military against his political adversaries. It's all huge.
But that jamboree happening right now, you see it there on your screen, in that place is particularly chilling. Because in 1939, more than 20,000 supporters of a different fascist leader, Adolf Hitler.
Listen to what you're hearing. This is mainstream MSNBC, one of the greatest media outlets in the world. The same people who want to stop misinformation, stop you from putting out a story that your opinion doesn't align with theirs. Listen to this carefully. It's one of those things where you say, do you really, do you wish you wouldn't have said that? The reality, hey, I'm right here. Here's what's going on. Here's what's going on. This is it. This is what you're seeing. This is the reality of it. But then you get the media coming with their cameras. Oh, wait, no, we got to film this here, chop it up, pitch it up over here and pitch it up over there. And then we've come along with this product for you.
I'm talking about us women. He's killing us. He is putting us at risk. He is making us afraid to have babies.
That alone right there would have gotten me canned on YouTube. He's killing us. He's making us afraid to have babies. First of all, it sounds really stupid, and I don't want to laugh or look insensitive to the issue. But she just came out and said, he's killing us, and he's making us so we can't not want to have babies, afraid to have babies. Is that news? Is that news, or is that just a really far-stretched, far-left opinion? And is it right for this person to want to cancel this person? Or another YouTuber out there that is giving you their opinion, which is not like this. Because we all have cameras now. Everybody's running around with cameras, and that's your reality. We're getting reality TV. And then they want to spin it like 85 years ago, this happened. Like what? And some people who have eaten it up, and this has been their porridge, and their wake up and their afternoon lunch and their dinner for the last who knows how long, they still eat it today. I think you're smarter than that. I think the American people are smarter than they give us credit for. And these are the people calling us idiots, and they're asking us not to question them. They're calling you idiots. They're calling people idiots because they question what the mainstream media has said, which have been a lot of these things turned out to be false information. And now you're an idiot if you question them. Make it make sense.
But this is what voters know right now, that he is killing us. He is putting our reproductive health at risk, and some women have died already.
Girls are made of snakes and snails and puppy dog tails. If that's what girls were made of. Boys were made of sugar and spice and everything nice. Is that what we're doing here?
Because of this. So we can see right now what's coming. These headlines, and very good reporting, by the way, that shouldn't be questioned by idiots about what Trump has said about Hitler. That's incredibly important to know.
Like you can't make up your own mind from reality. People are onto it. I'm getting sick of it. I am just getting sick and tired of it. He's a racist. He's it's too much. You can stop now, can't we? Can we all just stop now and agree that this is insane? It's coming to the fact that, is this all you've got left? Is this all you've got to run on? And how about we stop looking at the past? Quit looking at what happened in 1920. Let's take a look at what's happening right now by policy.
It's not justice. It's Project 25. It's what they tried to put it on Trump, but this is exactly what they're doing. Don't let the media play you. It's I'm going to jail, and my category of offense is unlawful assembly. But the jury didn't care. But this is the same jury that said that Trump was guilty. The same court, the same type of people. So, y'all have to vote. Y'all cannot let Kamala get it. That's Kamala's administration. That woman who sentenced me, that's Kamala's administration.
Black Lives Matter on vacation? Huh? Because this is the story. This is your George Floyd story of 2024. The Democrats ain't got one. Republicans got one. Where's Black Lives Matter? This is the Kamala administration sentenced her to 3.5 years for being pro-life. But no, you won't hear about that. I pray Trump gives her a pardon. And that's reality. That's reality. That's a story that's happening right now. It's happening. She just got sentenced to prison a couple days ago, last week maybe. She's in prison. But instead, the mainstream media gives us idiots this.
Packed the Garden for a so-called pro-America rally. A rally where speakers voiced anti-Semitic rhetoric from a stage draped with Nazi banners. When a Jewish protester rushed the stage, the Associated Press reported, quote, instantly, a dozen or more stormtroopers set upon him, knocking him down and beating him as he held his head in his arms. Most of his clothing was torn from his body.
So here it is for the idiots. Seriously, this picture is for the idiots. You see that? You see the Trump there, and then you just saw the Hitler, and you saw those old 1980 or 1800 pictures or whatever they were of the Hitlers doing that. Here they are, getting your subconscious filled with Trump and Hitler, make them think this, make them think this. When it's not news. It's not news. It's somebody's opinion and somebody's theory of what happened 100 years ago is what's going on right now. And it's totally, watch this video, ladies and gentlemen. I think you'll be surprised at the way that this winds up and plays out. I think you will enjoy it. I think you will be entertained, and I think you will be educated with the whole thing. Let me know. Please like and subscribe and click that notification button. Please comment as well down below and let me know what you're thinking about all this and how it's processing for you. Thank you.
Later, he was booked for disorderly conduct. Now, against that backdrop of history, Donald Trump, the man who has threatened to use the military against opponents he calls enemies from within, who has threatened to use the troops to quell what he says are lawless cities, and to use those troops to carry out mass deportations of immigrants.
So when we say Donald Trump is a fascist, fascism, a huge component of fascism is uniting racism, bigotry, a form of racist nationalism with industry, and also uniting the keys of government with billionaires and for-profit actors in order to stamp out democracy.
So let me get something straight. The same people who are calling for censorship over your freedom of speech are the same ones that are calling presidents and people Hitler and Nazis. Where does hate speech end? I think it begins by calling someone a racist or a Nazi or a fascist. I think that right there is hate speech. If it's not backed up by facts and by proof, it's hate speech just going on a narrative that's just really getting sick and tired. It's just the ears have had enough. The ears have just, they're turned off to those words anymore. Racist used to mean something. Fascist used to mean something. Nazi used to mean something. When you called somebody that, you better have proof, and you better be able to back it up into what they have done. Not what you say they're going to do, but what they have done.
Is once again turning Madison Square Garden into a staging ground for extremism.
And I think that everybody's getting tired of it. Everybody, even the Democrats, are calling out their own. Major players are now calling out their own. If you looked at Mayor Eric Adams calling out the left on their calling Trump a Nazi and a fascist. Mayor Eric Adams, who the left attacked on themselves because he said, hey, man, I've got too many immigrants here. You guys got to stop. So they called him out on it and said, oh, you're bad. You're bad. And Trump actually stepped in for him and said, dude, they're coming after you just like they are me. So don't take it so bad.
As I look around the dais, I see all of the usual suspects. For instance, Mayor Adams. I'd like to poke some fun at Eric, but I'm going to be nice. I just want to be nice because I know what it's like to be persecuted by the DOJ for speaking out against open borders. We were persecuted, Eric. I was persecuted, and so are you, Eric.
So in return, Mayor Eric Adams went and said this about Trump.
Hi, Mr. Mayor. I wondered if I could ask you about any communications you've been having with the Trump campaign about this rally or otherwise, and if you believe, as others have said, that the former president is a fascist.
You know, I have been had those terms hurled at me by some political leaders in the city, using terms like Hitler and fascist. My answer is no. I know what Hitler has done, and I know what a fascist regime looks like. I think, as I've called over and over again, that the level of conversation, I think we could all dial down the temperature. And I've heard people say that the former president should not be able to have a rally in Madison Square Garden. I strongly disagree. This is America. This is New York. And I think it's important that we allow individuals to exercise their right to get their message clear to New Yorkers. And our job as a city and as a police department is to make sure they can do that in a peaceful way. I think that we must be extremely cautious. The heat we turn up today, pre-election, is going to have to be the heat we're going to have to govern it. And I think we need to show a level of respectable communication. And so when people called me fascist and other terminologies, I didn't like it. And I don't think it's fitting to anyone to state that the former president is equal to being Hitler.
I mean, is this what it's come to? New height. These are new heights of propaganda. These are the heights of propaganda where in the weaponization of fear and discord. That's all it is. It's fear and discord. Nazi fascism. Your lives will never be the same. Boo, boo. Let me scare you into boo. Did I scare you? You're gonna vote for us now? Boo. Did I scare you enough yet? Come on, really?
But I do understand that people who are busy and that are people who are just tapping in may not be able to comprehend because we've been free. We've been comfortable. We cannot comprehend that. And I understand that. I validate that it is hard to go from here to there. It is where we're going. I hope we don't find out the hard way.
I mean, I recall the effect it had on Hillary Clinton when her campaign, she called Republican voters deplorables. That was like huge at the time. They called us deplorables. She called them deplorables. We're not deplorables. We're deplorables. We're going to show her we're not deplorables. It hurt her campaign. But now, so that didn't turn out well for her. Now it's gone to calling Republicans Nazis and fascists. Who are you calling Nazis and fascists? Let's take a look.
Hey, we heard that Nazis were supposed to be here. That's what Hillary Clinton said, so we out here to see. Have you seen a Nazi today?
We are the Nazi party, yes. Yeah.
No, I'm white though.
I'm the Nazi right here, yes.
Yeah.
Dominican Nazi.
Dominican Nazi. Latina Nazi. We got...
Oh, I'm the black Nazi. The biggest blackest Nazi you ever seen in your life.
I'm the Jewish Nazi. The Jewish Nazi. Listen, I'm the cool Nazi. I'm the white Nazi. I'm Mr. Cool himself. We out here, baby.
He's the white Nazi.
Hey, he's the white Nazi. He's the kicker.
United here to make Donald J. Trump the 47th president of the United States.
Stop listening to the media.
Let's take a look at who's at these events.
We off the Democratic plantation. We done with the Democratic Party. We done with the Democrats. We off that plantation, baby. Come on, baby. We on the Republican train now. Trump 24, baby. Trump 24, baby.
The reality, hey, I'm right here. Here's what's going on. Here's what's going on. This is it. This is what you're seeing. This is the reality of it.
We done with the Democratic Party. That's right. God's family and country. God's family and country. Come on, baby.
For Donald Trump.
He's the only option. There's no other option.
There's no other option. Period.
People are onto it because we have, social media.
What does Kamala and Joe Biden has locked up of yours?
They have my money, my overtime that I make. I barely get it back because they taxing my overtime. They giving my tax dollars to these prisoners that want to get transition. That's where my money going to. I need all my money in my pockets and I need it now.
Yeah, period.
But then you get the media coming with their cameras. Oh, wait, no, we got to film this here, chop it up, pitch it up over here and pitch it up over there. And then we've come along with this product for you.
But that jamboree happening right now, you see it there on your screen, in that place is particularly chilling because in 1939, more than 20,000 supporters of a different fascist leader.
Like you can't make up your own mind from reality. People are onto it.
Good afternoon, Michiganders. As the president said, we just had a positive meeting with President Trump. We as Muslims stand with President Trump because he promises peace. He promises peace, not war. We are supporting Donald Trump because he promised to end war in the Middle East and Ukraine. The bloodshed has to stop all over the world, and I think this man can make that happen.
It's not my job to tell you how to connect the dots. What is meaningful to your life? I connect it this way. You connect it that way. Bumping up your gas. Hey, did you vote for them to, instead of paying $40 to fill it up, you want to pay $70? People are onto it. Don't let your employees steal from you. I don't like it. I've seen billions and trillions of dollars stolen from the future of the next generations to come. Some people want to still vote for that. I don't get it.
Recently, I made what many are referring to as a bold decision to switch my party affiliation to the Republican Party. I wanted to take a moment to explain why I chose to become a Republican. You see, in recent history, the Democrat Party has created the illusion that their agenda and their policies are what's best for black people. Somehow it's been forgotten that the Republican Party was founded in 1854 as an abolitionist movement with one simple creed, that slavery is a violation of the rights of man. Frederick Douglass called Republicans the party of freedom and progress, and the first Republican president was Abraham Lincoln. It was Republicans in Congress who authored the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments, giving former slaves citizenship, voting rights, and due process of law. The Democrats, on the other hand, were the party of Jim Crow. It was Democrats who defended the rights of slave owners. It was the Republican President Dwight Eisenhower who championed the Civil Rights Act of 1957, but it was the Democrats in the Senate who filibustered the bill. You see, at the heart of liberalism is the idea that only a great and powerful big government can be the benefactor of social justice for all Americans. But the left is only concerned with one thing: control. And they disguise this control as charity. Programs such as welfare, food stamps, these programs aren't designed to lift black Americans out of poverty. They were always intended as a mechanism for politicians to control the black community. The idea that blacks, or anyone for that matter, need the government to get ahead in life is despicable. Free from government dependence and free from government control. Because to be truly free is to be reliant on no one other than the author of our destiny. These are the ideas at the core of the Republican Party, and it is why I am a Republican.
And what we're seeing is now is not just an act. We're seeing a revolution, a new revolution. This is a revolution like the United States has not seen since the Civil War. Anyway, those are just my thoughts on this. I would like to know what you think. So please like, subscribe, and please leave some comments down below and how you feel about this 2024 presidential race. Is it what we want to see in 4 more years? 2028. Do we really want to see this, or do we really need to know what the facts are, what the truth is, and what the policies are, and what has been done to change, make this world a better place, make America a better place?